On a bright Sunday morning in Lagos Island, Amaka, a beautiful young woman, had just finished church service in Aja. Her heart was full of joy after evangelism. Her bag carried gospel, flyers, and a white mantle her pastor had blessed. She was on her way to work, singing softly as she boarded a bus heading toward Malta. But the bus was no ordinary bus, it was a one chance. The smiles of the conductors were only masks for evil. As soon as they had enough passengers, their faces hardened. They sped off the highway, far from the bustling city, deep into a bushy, deserted road. Everybody quiet, one of them barked, waving a knife. Fear gripped the passengers. Some cried, others begged. Amaka's heart pounded when they reached a clearing. Amaka saw people already lying on the ground, helpless victims from earlier captures. Money, phones, and valuables were being collected. Some people had been beaten. One of the kidnappers turned to Amaka. "You call your family. Tell them to bring money or you die here today." Her voice trembled, but she spoke the truth. "I have no one to call. I'm an orphan. Please release me." The man sneered. "You think we are joking? Give me your bag." He snatched it roughly and opened it. Inside, instead of riches, he found folded gospel flyers and the small mantle from her church. The moment his hand touched the mantle, he staggered back as if struck by lightning. His eyes widened. Something unseen shook him. What is this?" he muttered, trembling. His fellow criminals rushed to him. "What happened?" But the man dropped the bag quickly, sweat pouring down his face. "Release this girl," he ordered suddenly. His voice was no longer threatening, it was fearful. The others argued, but something unseen silenced them. They pushed Amaka aside and told her to leave. Amaka didn't waste a second, tears streaming. She clutched her bag, lifted her eyes to heaven, and whispered, "Thank you, Jesus." She ran until she reached the main road, where people helped her find safety that day. Amaka became a living testimony. She told her church, her friends, and anyone who would listen, God still saves, even in the darkest trap. His power will find you. That mantle was not just cloth, it was the presence of God with me. And so her story spread. In the bustling streets of Lagos, people would whisper about the young woman who entered a one-chance bus but came out untouched because heaven itself fought for her. Evening came. The Lagos sun was setting, painting the sky orange and gold. Amaka was returning from work, her heart still heavy from the terror of yesterday. Every honk, every strange face on the road reminded her of the one-chance ordeal. As she walked past Admiralty Way, a sleek black SUV slowed beside her. The tinted window rolled down and a voice called out, deep and smooth, "Beautiful lady, where are you heading? Let me give you a ride." Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can keep growing together. Every subscriber is like a new friend to me. Please subscribe and let's share this journey together. Amaka turned. Behind the wheel was a strikingly handsome man, tall, well-groomed, his wrist glistening with a luxury watch. The kind of man every woman would stop for. But Amaka froze, her body tensed. "One chance again, God forbid." "Thank you, sir," she said firmly, stepping back. "I don't need a ride." The man smiled, showing perfect white teeth. "Please, don't be afraid. I'm not like those roadside drivers. Just allow me to help you." Amaka shook her head. "No, I prefer to walk." Her voice carried both fear and determination. She turned away, quickening her steps. The man, surprised, followed slowly with his car. Not wanting to scare her, "At least tell me your name," he pleaded. But Amaka ignored him until the traffic pushed him forward. That night, the billionaire could not sleep. His name was Chike Obi, a successful young entrepreneur, known across Lagos for his wealth and influence. But for the first time, a woman had walked away from him. Who is she? He thought. Why do I feel like I've just seen an angel in human form? The next day, at his office in Victoria Island, Chike found himself distracted. Numbers and business deals blurred in his mind. All he saw was her face, the innocence in her eyes, the quiet strength in her voice. He told his assistant, "Find out who that girl is, the one I saw on Admiralty yesterday evening. I need to know her." Meanwhile, Amaka went about her day quietly, still shaken but thankful to God for her deliverance. Little did she know that destiny was weaving her path with that of a man whose world was far different from hers. The following week, Amaka tried to live normally, though fear still lingered in her heart every bus she entered. She prayed silently every stranger's smile. She questioned, but in heaven. A new chapter of her life was unfolding one Friday evening. As she closed from work, she stepped out of her office building in Victoria Island. A familiar SUV parked across the road. Her heart skipped. It was him, the handsome billionaire, this time. He didn't roll down his window to shout. He stepped out of the car, tall and confident in a navy blue suit. Yet his eyes softened when they met hers. Please, he said gently. Don't run from me again. I mean no harm. Amaka froze memories of the bush, the kidnappers. The cries of victims flashed before her eyes. She clutched her bag tighter, the same bag that carried her mantle and flyers. I don't take rides from strangers, she replied firmly. Chuck smiled, almost sadly. Then allow me not to be a stranger. My name is Chuck Obi. I own Obi Holdings, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is I can't stop thinking about you. Amaka blinked. Shocked. You don't even know me. That's true, he admitted, but there was something about you that day. Something pure different. I see hundreds of women daily, but you, he shook his head. You've been in my mind since for the first time. Amaka's defenses weakened. She studied him, his sincerity, his composure, his gentleness, but she quickly pushed the thought aside. I'm sorry, she whispered. I've been through too much. I don't trust easily. Chuck's eyes darkened with curiosity. What happened? Amaka turned away. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. He wanted to press further, but something told him to wait instead. He simply said, all right, I'll wait, but at least allow me to walk you to your bus stop. Reluctantly, she nodded as they walked. Amaka noticed something unusual. People greeted him respectfully, yet he carried himself humbly. No arrogance, no pride. Just a man who seemed genuinely interested in her. When she finally boarded a bus, Chuck handed her his card. Whenever you're ready to talk, call me. No pressure. She slipped it into her bag. Next to her mantle that night, Amaka knelt by her bed, holding the mantle in her hands. Lord, she prayed, you saved me from death. Is this man part of your plan, or is it another trap? Please guide me. Meanwhile, across the city, Chuck sat in his luxury apartment, staring at the stars for the first time in his life. All the wealth around him felt empty. He only wanted one thing, the girl who carried light in her eyes. Destiny had begun its work. Days passed. Amaka kept Chuck's card tucked in her bag, but she never called. Her heart warred with itself. What if he's sincere? What if he's like the one chance man, just in disguise? One evening after midweek service, she lingered in church, praying alone. Her pastor's wife noticed her and asked Amaka, what troubles your heart? Amaka hesitated, then explained everything: the bus incident, the mantle, the strange encounter with the billionaire. The pastor's wife listened carefully, then smiled. My daughter, not every blessing is a trap. Sometimes God uses unusual doors to answer our prayers, but you must let him guide you. Pray, observe, don't rush. Don't fear if this man is from God. Time will prove it. Encouraged, Amaka finally dialed the number on the card. Chuck's voice on the other end was filled with surprise and relief. You called? I've been waiting. They agreed to meet the next evening at a quiet restaurant. When Amaka arrived, she wore a simple gown, no makeup, just her natural beauty. Chuck stood to greet her, and for a moment, his breath caught. She was even lovelier than he remembered over dinner. She told him about her life, how she lost her parents young, how she struggled through school, how church became her family. She didn't hide her faith. Chuck listened intently, not mocking, not interrupting. Instead, he said, you are stronger than most people I know. No wonder I couldn't forget you then. She asked the question she had been holding back. Why me? You're rich, successful. You can have any woman you want. Why are you chasing me? Chuck leaned forward, his voice low and honest. Because money buys company, not love. I've met women who love my wealth, but not me. But the first day I saw you, even when you rejected me, I felt peace. Something about you tells me you're not here to use me. You're here to change me. Amaka's heart softened. She looked at him and whispered, then let God lead us. If you have watched this video too, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and Turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates of Amig next story. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like. It really means a lot to us.